let's review the rules of debit and credit and the normal balances. Before we start, note the letters AED. AED. A stands for assets, E for expense, and D for drawn. Any accounts that are AED, assets, expense, and drawn, increases on the debit side. All other accounts increases on the credit side. Let's get started. State for each account whether it's likely to have debit entries only, credit entries only, or both, and indicate the normal balance. Number 1, the drawn account. Drawn is when the owner takes money out of the business. So this account balance will have activities that increases only, and drawn account increases on the debit side. At the end of the period, we see the normal balance will be on the debit side, so normal debit balance. Number 2, accounts payable. It's a liability account. Liability account increases on the credit side, but the account activities is going to have both increases and decreases. When expenses is paid on account, for example, there's going to be accounts payable balance, an increase, and then when it's paid off, it'll be decrease. But at the end of the period, there will be a credit balance. Number 3, cash. Cash have abundant amount of transactions, both increasing and decreasing, right? It's the most frequently used transaction account. So there's debit entries and credit entries, but the normal ending balance will be a debit. Number 4, fees earned. It's a revenue account. Revenue account increases on the credit side, and that's a normal balance. Revenue account will have fees earned recorded and more fees earned recorded. It's only going to increase, and it increases on the credit side. There are credit entries only, and again, it's a normal credit balance. Number 5, supplies, an asset account. Assets increase on the debit side, so it's a normal debit balance. But supplies, will it have both increases and decreases? Yes. There will be both debit entries and credit entries. Number 6, utilities expense. Utilities expense, it's a normal debit balance, increases on the debit side. And expenses only have entries that are debits only. Debits increases the account balance. When there's activities that have expenses, we record it to the debit side. And we continue to record it to the debit side, so it builds up and increases. The account wouldn't have any activities that credits the account balance, right? So it's debit entries only.